I turn up.
What's good, guys? CarbonMeister here, and welcome back to another video. So one of the hardest things in Black Ops 3 for me is probably having to jump up in the air, and while airborne having to move around and look around and, you know, aim your gun and whatnot. And majority of the time there's two solutions to this problem. It's either buy a Scuff controller or play claw. I don't do either. I cannot play claw for the life of me. I've tried multiple times. My little brother has mastered it and I still cannot. I find it so uncomfortable to play like that, and it's just I can't do it. And Scuff controller, unfortunately, as I said a million times, I am in no financial position right now to be investing money into a Scuff controller and into all of that good stuff. As much as I would love to, the solution that I'm gonna hand to you guys today is in no way compared to a Scuff controller. I mean, it really is. I play with it just the same way that someone with a Scuff controller would, and it's absolutely amazing. I've been playing with it since the moment that I found out about it, which I found out about it because I was being pretty much a broke ass, and I was playing around with my button layouts, and I ended up coming across this, and it fucking blew my mind because there is not one video on YouTube explaining this. Like, you would think that this is something that everyone is talking about, but I guess, you know, majority of these big YouTubers are partnered with Scuff and they are sponsored by them, so this would really drive away, I feel like, just a tad bit of business from them, because everybody has this mentality that the only way that you can be in the air and aiming is by those two ways, by either playing claw or by having a Scuff controller. Well, I recently found out that that's not the case. I'm going to be showing you a video in the background right now of me actually setting up my button layout. There's this button layout called stick and move, and all it basically does is swap your jumping from A to your actual right joystick. All you have to do is click it down in order to jump. Now, I've heard the majority of people on Black Ops 3 actually play with the default button layout, so this is actually not going to change anything for you guys. Now, for someone like me that used to play in tactical from back in COD 4, I've always played every Call of Duty after that in tactical button layout, so it was a really big change for me because I'm not used to crouching and sliding with the B button, so transferring it back over to the B button was really hard for me. So for any of you that do play tactical, it is going to be a really weird and uncomfortable like switch, but other than that, if you play naturally on default button layout, this is gonna be like the best change that you've ever had, especially since all it really does is swap the jumping to the actual click, and then it switches your melee to the A button. Melee is hardly ever used in Black Ops 3, especially since you have to double hit everyone in order to kill them, so it's became pretty much pointless at this point, unless of course you're using like a combat knife and wrench and whatnot, but in which case pressing the A button is really not that hard. So like I said earlier, I'm gonna be playing in the background here pretty much how to set up the thing, how everything goes, and I'm gonna put a little clip on me actually using this method in game so you guys can see kind of and, you know, get a feel of how it looks and stuff, even though I'm pretty sure all of you know exactly what it looks like. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, drop comments, tell me if you guys already knew about this. If you didn't, then tell me if it's helpful to you, and make sure you guys subscribe, man. I will see you guys in the next video. See ya.